Hey lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm jumping on really quickly to introduce an awesome series that I'm going to be a part of in the coming month, and that is the Dreaming Moon series created by Maha of Maha's Treasure Box. And Maha first had this idea, I'd imagine a month or so ago, and contacted a handful of us to ask us if we would like to discuss the exploration of dreams and what it was that we would like to discuss. And of course, I jumped at the chance. I think that it's going to be really interesting because I'm going to be coming to you with a video of the way that I explore dreams, or at least one of the ways. And I'm going to be able to learn so many other new techniques, ideas, and get really creative, I guess, as well with dream exploration. So what I wanted to do is just give everyone a heads up that this wonderful Dreaming Moon series is coming. It's going to begin on the 27th with Maha's introduction to the series, and then it will commence throughout most of November as well. I'm going to put everyone's information and tags in the bio below, but what I'm going to do quickly is just go through everyone who's going to be participating and what they're going to be discussing so that you can get a bit of an idea and a feel for what's to come. Once Maha has started us all off with the introduction, between October the 28th and November the 3rd, there will be 3 videos. So we've got Brooke from The Magical Cat Lady, and Brooke's going to be discussing using animal totems, spirits and medicine as guides for dream work and dream recall. Julie from Through the Peacock's Eyes will be discussing dream symbols and their meaning, keys to the doors of psyche. And lastly in that week is Magdalena of Wolf of Coins, and Magdalena is going to be discussing how to interpret people in dreams as symbols, and also using tarot and oracle to interpret dreams. I believe Magdalena is separating those into 2 videos as well, so lots of juicy content in the first week. Moving into November the 4th to the 10th, and just to add that there's no particular date within those weeks that everyone's arranged their content to come out, but it will be within those weeks. So 4th to the 10th, there's myself, and I'm going to be discussing dream analysis, becoming the dream, which is going to be a particular practical approach taken from a therapeutic model that I'm really looking forward to discussing with you guys. This week will also include Maha of Maha's Treasure Box discussing dreams as oracles, and Mags, the Woodland Hag, and she'll be discussing dreams as an alternate reality, waking life versus dream life. Then we move into November the 11th to the 17th, and Melissa of Pisces Moon Soul will be discussing dream-inspired creativity. Then we'll have Anya of Roots of Aurora discussing dreams connected to other realms, and Amber of Lavender Moon discussing dreams as communication with our spirit and the conversations and work that we can do as a result. Finally, to end it, in November the 18th to the 24th, we'll have Robert of Leopardolite Dreams discussing decoding dream symbols with aliens, Joanne from Sacred Space Japan discussing using crystals to access information and messages in dreams, and using crystals for dream recall. And last but not least, Elrond of Space Between the Notes, and Elrond will be discussing dreams, music and the subconscious. So you can see that there's going to be clusters of 3 each week, and each week is represented by a moon phase as we move through those phases, which is a pretty fun and interesting addition. and helps you to understand the series title a little further. Now I wanted to briefly discuss what you can expect from my video, because I appreciate that people who are going to be potentially watching it might be completely new to my channel and therefore not familiar with the way that I approach some of my YouTube videos. So you can see from this one that it is a still frame, and because the topic of discussion is going to be the concept of becoming the dream, all of the psychological and therapeutic links to that particular concept, a brief discussion of my own experiences of dream work over the years, my own thoughts, and then practical application, I guess, of trying that in your own private workings. There's really nothing for me to show you. And so I will do it in the same way that I'm doing this video, which is what I've come to call podcasts. That means that there's nothing for you to watch on the video, which has been received both positively and negatively. A lot of people appreciate the videos because it means that you can listen whilst you're doing something else and you don't have to be attached to the screen. It does unfortunately mean that you don't get the face-to-face feel of the person who's talking to you. If you want to know more about me, then I would encourage you to come and look over on my Instagram. I've chosen to remain faceless on my YouTube for the time being due to my private practice and my work. That may change, I don't know, but at the moment that's what I have decided to do. But you can come and see and get to know more of me on my Instagram. You should be able to see everything even if you're not a member, because it's public, and it just means that you can get a bit of a feel for the individual and a bit more of my practice if you're so inclined, along with information on my website about how I work, but that's more tarot related than anything else. So I wanted to put that out there for an advanced kind of preparation, so that when you see my video and it says podcast next to it, you know what to expect, and hopefully you can listen away and still enjoy it. You might make notes, it might simply interest you. I'd really love to hear people's thoughts on the topic that I'm discussing, and really open conversations about your ideas about dream work, if you're familiar with this, if you might try it. I think that this series is going to be a really good opening for all of us, especially including myself, to explore some new ways into dreams and some of the more creative avenues that maybe mine's not creative in the same sense. So I was really excited about that, and you can see the list has really encapsulated more avenues than I could have possibly guessed, some of which I'm surprised I haven't tried, some of which I have, but maybe they're not a predominant part of my practice, and some of which I've never considered, and I'm really, really intrigued to hear about them. So hopefully you will find a good few videos that will give you something juicy to get your teeth into and try and discuss. And really this is a community project, a collaboration between all of us to open even more avenues and discussions with everyone else, and hear your thoughts and what you do as well, so that it's not just listening to all of us. Hopefully that gives you enough of an insight. I didn't want to make this too long, but everyone was sharing them, and I figured that if we each share them with our own community, hopefully by the time they're coming out, everyone will have had enough of a heads up. If you've got any questions, of course, please feel free to ask them below. As I say, everyone's information and their channel links are going to be in the bio. Please go and hit the channel links and see what those lovely people are all about if you don't follow them or you're not familiar with them. everyone's already got existing videos up on their channel, whether it's many or simply a few. And I'm sure you may hear from me before my video goes up, but if you don't, I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it then, and I will see you lovelies later.